Period for council starts now. Any council member wishing to speak, please press your button to speak at this time. Councilwoman Weiner, you're recognized.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just wanted to let everybody in Bellevue know that there will be a community safety meeting Thursday, April the 14th at 6 p.m. at Hope Park Church. The address is 8001 Highway 70 South. The meeting will last till between 7 and 7:15, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Weiner. Councilman Glover, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Just a quick note, I know there's a citywide cleanup on April 23rd. Various districts out in the Hermitage area have come together. District 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all joining together for a cleanup day on April 23rd. We'll all be meeting at the Hermitage Police Precinct at 8:30 a.m. If you get there a little bit early, I bet there'll be some donuts and stuff for you. But make sure you plan on coming out and helping. We're going to have a big cleanup that day. We have a trash removal. We have a shredding machine, so there's a lot of stuff that'll be going on, but make sure you mark it down on your calendars. Come out and help us, help the community all pick up April 23rd, 8:30 a.m. at the Hermitage Police Precinct. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Glover. Councilwoman Henderson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I want to tell the Green Hills area residents about a Green Hills Tri-Transit Day that's coming up this Saturday, April 9th at 9:30 a.m. Councilman Pulley and I are partnering with MTA to kind of do a bus riding 101 for the Green Hills community to provide an opportunity for free to go downtown for kind of a round trip outing. Our destination is the library. Folks can grab a coffee, walk around downtown, go to the Cherry Blossom Festival, do whatever they would like to do downtown. We'll have a return trip, or folks can return at their leisure. And so we think we'll be back in Green Hills about noon, or again, people can make a day of it. So I hope folks will come out in Green Hills. We will meet at the transit shelter in front of the Hillsborough High School gym at 9:30 a.m. and we will take the Hillsborough number 7 downtown, just like we were regular transit riders. Get off, get back on, and see what that's all about, and answer everybody's questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Henderson. Making transit a priority. It's a great thing. Councilman Hastings, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. First of all, I would like to thank all of the council and the community for coming out this past Saturday and Sunday, and you, Madam Pro Tem, for your help as we completed a project for Habitat for Humanity in District 2. We had a really, really good time, festive time for all of us, and I really enjoyed it. Councilman Potts was the chief engineer, and say thank you to him for all of his endeavors. We also, in District 2, we have a lot of things that are going on, but we look forward to all of exciting growth and change. On the 18th of April, there is a major development that will be going on right across from the Haynes School, and there will be a community meeting at Haynes School on the 18th of April, starting at 6 p.m. Starting at 6 p.m., and I think it's going to be about an hour and a half. The developers, which is Aerial Development, will be present, and they will talk about all the amenities and things that will be going on. This will be a mixed-use facility. It will be homes, also condominiums, and also retail space. Some of the things that our community is definitely looking for. We also have actually other changes that will be going on off of West Trinity Lane, that others who have questions, we will soon be having a district-wide meeting, and that information will be going out accordingly through our email system. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hastings. Councilman Syracuse, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. Three things coming up this month that I wanted to tell everybody about. In the 15th District, over near Wave Country, on the Greenway, will be an exciting art project, taking advantage of the Thrive program with Metro Arts Commission. The project's going to be called Bridging Two Rivers, and so at Fat Bites, right in the heart of Donaldson, between 2 and 6, I encourage everyone to come out and you can give your input on that art project that's going to be coming to Donaldson. Then on Wednesday, April 20th, the Nashville Civic Design Center and Transit Now are partnering for a Ticket to Ride train excursion, which we're going to be taking the Music City Star from downtown and riding it out to Donaldson. It'll be the 5:45 train, starting at downtown, riding out to Donaldson, taking the very short walk back to Fat Bites to have a discussion about transit and to promote transit. So I encourage everybody to come out to that. You can get tickets for that on the Transit Now website. And then finally, Tuesday, April 26th at 6:30 p.m. at Donaldson Church of Christ, we are going to be having a community meeting about 3 sidewalk projects that are going to be coming to Donaldson. So that's at Donaldson Church of Christ on Tuesday, April 26th at 6:30. So come on out. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Syracuse. I see you all are making transit a priority as well. Great.
That's right.
Councilman Pulley, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I wanted to talk about a community meeting I've got coming up, but I did want to digress a little bit and talk about the event that Council Lady Henderson mentioned on April the 9th, which is this Saturday. And I do want to say that she and I are going to be participating in that. But I want to say one of the great things about being a District 25 council person is the partnership I have with my District 34 counterpart. And it is great. And I just want to give her proper recognition for this, because this is entirely her brainchild. And she's worked really hard to make this happen in my district. So I thank you all for your effort, and it's just great to be a part of that kind of cooperation. So look forward to that on Saturday. On April the 14th, which is next April 14th, week after next, we're going to have a community meeting at the Granny White Church of Christ at 6:30 p.m., where we're going to have a number of department heads speaking to us about different issues. And at 7:30 p.m., we're going to also meet with Jason Radiger over at Public Works to talk about the design phase of the sidewalk project we've got on Lone Oak. So we welcome everybody to come listen to all that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Pulley. And it is great to see council members working collaboratively together. Councilman Hager, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to let everybody know I appreciate DeCosta Hastings inviting us out to Habitat for Humanity Saturday. I really enjoyed that, except I had to take a leave the next morning doing all that landscaping work. That was hard work, but I got through it, so I'm trying to get back in shape for the summer work. I want to let everybody know that it's been in the paper and the news a lot. On April the 18th will be the public comment meeting with TDEC at the Comfort Inn on Elm Hill Pike. Prior to that and after that, up until April the 29th, people can send in comments about the rock quarry they're trying to put in out there in my district. And I'd appreciate everybody sending in comments because this is not a community situation. This is a Nashville situation and a Middle Tennessee situation. It's very serious, and I'd appreciate everybody's attention to this. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hager. Councilman Elrod, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. On Wednesday night, National Public Television will be holding, I don't know if anybody else has announced this, a transportation town hall. So we ask that everyone tune in for that. I believe it starts at 6 o'clock. This Saturday, the Nashville Zoo will be having a ribbon cutting for the new entrance. And I invite everybody to come out. It's at 10:30. The whole city's invited. Really, anybody that is interested in the zoo is invited to come in and attend. The entrance ribbon cutting is free, but to get into the zoo, you still have to pay admission. But we invite everybody to come out for that. On Monday night, I don't know if anyone has announced this as well, MTA is having a community meeting at Glencliff High School, having several speakers on transit in motion update. Madam Speaker Pro Tem, we are making transit a priority in my district and in our area. Also that night from 6 to 8 p.m., we're also making education a priority. Norman Binkley Elementary will be holding a rezoning meeting as with expansion of Norman Binkley, or proposed expansion of Norman Binkley, and taking in, absorbing some families and folks that live in the Haywood currently district that will be potentially coming into the Norman Binkley zone. We'll be having a community meeting on that with parents and teachers and interested parties. That's Monday night at 6 o'clock. On Saturday, April 16th, will be the Caldwell Abbey Hall Neighborhood Association at 10 o'clock. And then also that day, the Cree Fall Elementary Spring Festival will be going on from 10 to 2. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilman Elrod, and thank you for making our children in transit a priority. Councilwoman Virtue, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I would like to let the District 28 neighbors know about the upcoming community cleanup this Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock a.m. at 936 Richards Road. That is the Food Lion parking lot. Also would like for the neighbors to know about an upcoming community meeting on April 30th from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. and that'll be held at J.E. Moss Elementary School. And also would just like to take this opportunity to thank all our Southeast neighbors that came out for the in-motion discussion as it relates to transit for our respective area on March 29th, and would encourage them to continue to stay involved in these discussions. And for those who were not able to attend that meeting, the survey is available. Thank you, Madam Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilwoman Virtue. Councilwoman Hurt, you're recognized. Councilwoman at Large Hurt, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just would like to announce that the OIC, the Opportunities Industrialization Center, is holding their annual banquet, which is their main fundraiser for the year, on Tuesday, May 17th at the Millennium Maxwell House Hotel. The tickets are $175 each, with a table of 10 going for $17.50. There are opportunities for ads beginning with $25 for a patron listing and business cards and so forth and so on. Just want to invite the public, want to invite the council to support this event. And OIC has been around for a long time and want to make sure that we give the public an opportunity to show their support behind a wonderful, wonderful organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman at Large Hurt. And the Executive Director of OIC, is she here?
Yes, she is.
Could you please stand? Thank you. Let's give her a hand.
Helena Farrow is the Executive Director. She's been there, I'm not sure, but I know for at least 5 years, and she's done an amazing job. She's just really, really good asset to the community. And we just thank her for all that she does.
Yes, and for other council members that may not be aware of what OIC does, they also provide clothing to underprivileged people in our city who are seeking employment opportunities. And so they have done an incredible amount of work around that as well. But please make sure to read the information that she has shared with all of us this evening. Thank you, Councilwoman at Large Hurt.
All donations are tax deductible.
All donations are tax deductible. Councilman Anthony Davis, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Appreciate it. A couple of events. Tomorrow morning, we have our first Wednesday coffee in East Nashville. It's an every month coffee that will be at 8:15 at the Martha O'Brien Center. It's a Nashville Chamber East sponsored event. For my fellow members, this Thursday, a reminder, the recycling facility tour is coming up at 12:15. It's at 208 River Hills Drive. That is at our Metro Recycling Center facility tour. That's for just the council members here. Wanted to mention this also this Thursday, our monthly Inglewood meeting, 7 p.m. at the Lytton Alumni Center on Gallatin Road. It's our monthly Inglewood meeting Thursday the 7th at 7 p.m. Lytton Alumni on Gallatin Road. And finally, on Wednesday the 13th, we're having a community breakfast we do once a year for the Margaret Maddox YMCA. That is Wednesday the 13th at 7 a.m., bright and early, for coffee and breakfast at the Margaret Maddox Family YMCA on Gallatin Road in East Nashville. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Councilman Anthony Davis. Councilwoman Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. 2 events I want to talk about. First of all, this Saturday, April 9th, is Belmont University's Literacy Day. That is at Rose Park Baseball Field off of 12th Avenue South from 1 to 4. It is a fun time of reading, games, crafts, and just family togetherness to encourage kids to read. Sounds like a great thing, and I hope people will come out for that. And next Wednesday, on April 13th, several members of the council and I will be hosting a community meeting to talk about short-term rental regulations in Nashville. We've had them for a year, and it's an opportunity to evaluate where we are and successes and room for improvement. So I would invite anyone who has an interest in that to join us at the Sunny West Conference Center, 700 2nd Avenue South. That will be next Wednesday, April 13th from 6 to 7. And that meeting is sponsored by the Metro Planning, Convention, and Codes Committees and a number of other council members. So I hope you will join us for that. We'd love to have your input.
Thank you, Councilwoman Allen. Councilman Sledge, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. We have a lot going on in District 17 next couple of weeks. First of which is we're having our next second Saturday meeting this coming Saturday, April 9th at 8:30 a.m. at the Midtown Hills Police Precinct on 12th Avenue South. We're going to have guests from the Election Commission about working polls this fall, and then we'll have MTA to discuss the in-motion transit planning process and make sure everybody has an opportunity to make their voice heard. Another public process we're going through right now is the Metro Arts Commission is asking us about public arts to give input. We have through April 11th to do that, so if folks want to visit the Arts Commission website and can take that survey. And then coming up on the 13th, that's next Wednesday, the next meeting for the Franklin Pike multimodal study will be from 6 to 8 at the Melrose Community Room. That's 2600 Franklin Pike in that Melrose development. And then Councilman O'Connell, who's not here, he and I are co-hosting a Chestnut Hill and Napier community cleanup as part of the mayor's countywide cleanup. That's Saturday, April 23rd from 8 to 1. So if anybody's interested, please let both of us know by the 9th as we're getting everybody set up. We're working with MDHA on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Sledge. Councilman Syracuse, did you want to be recognized again?
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. 2 things I forgot to mention. It's a busy time in District 15 as well. On Saturday, April 23rd, down in Music Valley, the Tennessee Songwriters Association is hosting their annual sidewalk party from 5 to 9. So everybody needs to come out to Music Valley Drive, 2416 Music Valley Drive. There'll be live music, food, art vendors, and all of the Music Valley merchants will be there as well. So I encourage you to come out for that. And then finally, the next day, on Sunday, April 24th, the 60th anniversary of McGavick Elementary, they will be having a community party at the school from 2 to 4 p.m., and I'll be honored to read a proclamation for the school. So I encourage everybody to come out and celebrate with McGavick Elementary, 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday, April 24th. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Syracuse, and that is a huge deal. And the principal has also been nationally recognized as well at McGavick. So I encourage everyone to come out and support our children and our teachers and principal and the school system at that event. Thank you. Councilwoman Van Rees, you're recognized.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I wanted to remind everybody in District 8 that the NVR for Coffee with NVR at SIP Cafe is next Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at SIP Cafe. Also, next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. is the Baxter Heights Neighborhood Association over at Inglewood Baptist Church. I look forward to seeing the folks over at Baxter Heights. Also, wanted to mention on April 25th, the Maynard Iverson Neighborhood Association meeting will be at the East Police Precinct over there on Trinity. And the following evening on Tuesday, Tuesday, April the 26th. The In Motion Community Meeting will be at the Madison Station 50 Forward at 301 Madison Street. That's Tuesday the 26th up in Madison. I also want to take a moment to be able to spotlight a District 8 business. The folks over, pull this up, here it is. At Rains Electric have completed the installation of the Metro Nashville Arts Commission Public Art Project, Sticks, by Christian Mueller. They began carefully placing the 27 colorful 85-foot-long poles in October of 2015 at the KVB Boulevard roundabout after about 4 weeks of drilling 15 feet, mostly through limestone. In a homage to the Native Americans who originally inhabited the area, the poles are made of native wood and the ground below will grow native grasses. At night, the piece will glow with LED lights. They were completely installed by Rains Electric from Madison, Tennessee. So that's my business spotlight for the week. And one more point of notice. We have a nonprofit here in Nashville called Family and Children's Services, and they manage the crisis line. If you at any time are experiencing crisis, please call 615-244-7444. Any person, any problem, anytime.
Thank you, Councilwoman Van Rees. And for all council members, that dedication for the Sticks artwork, is that tomorrow? Okay, it is tomorrow. So please check your email for that, because that is a beautiful piece of art in our city, and I look forward to helping to celebrate that with you. Councilman Hastings, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Again, just really quickly, something very important that I forgot to address. District 2 is going to do something very historical this time on the West Trinity Lane sector. Our organization, that one of the strong organizations that we have in our district, is the North by Northeast organization business coalition that we have, along with the neighbors who live in our district. We will host our first ever Music on the Lane. Music on the Lane. It will be jazz and blues music with food and arts. It will be May 21st, 2016. I am so very, very excited about this, because we get to display some things, and all funds that will be raised is for the upbuilding of District 2. And on the West Trinity Lane sector, we got a lot to do, but we're going to have some fun while we're doing it. So that, again, that is May 21st, 2016. It is Music on the Lane. So as we grow, we're going to make it happen. Thank you.
Now, I know Jack Cawthon is excited about that, right?
Yes, he is.
Councilwoman Henderson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I'm rising once more again because I know Councilman O'Connell has an event in his district and is not here to share. But the Nashville Cherry Blossom Festival is this weekend, also Saturday, April 9th. There's a walk at 9 a.m. and that starts on our public square here, right out in front of our council and city hall. And the festival runs from 10 until 5. I also want to recognize the sponsorship of the Japanese consulate, which is located in District 34. So thank you.
Did not know that. That is awesome. For District 29, I just want to share and echo Councilwoman Virtue's announcement on we have actually 3 cleanups that are going to happen in our area. So I encourage everyone to participate where you can. On this Saturday, the 9th, there will be a cleanup in Councilwoman Virtue's district in District 28. Check the email and the blog for that information. We also have sent out information in regards to Mayor Megan Berry's citywide cleanup that all of your Southeast Council members have collaborated on, and that is going to be on Saturday, April 23rd. We will have a joint meeting of all council members on tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. at the Jiffy Lube on Bell Road to finalize the plans for the citywide cleanup that has been spearheaded by our mayor, Megan Berry. And then on April the 30th, we will have a cleanup in District 29 at the Compton's Foodland lot, as we do every spring. And Goodwill will be there with their trailer for donations. We also will have Shredded there. And Public Works will be there full force with all of their crushing trucks and their bins for you to discard items. So please put those 3 dates on your calendar. For those who are in the Forest View community off of Murfreesboro Road behind the fire hall, we will be having a community meeting prior to the public hearing at the Planning Commission, which is scheduled for April the 14th. So I am planning on sending that information out, so please look on the blog and look at your email for that upcoming meeting information. We're waiting on confirmation on the location. Are there any other council members at this time wishing to speak? Seeing none, I declare the council announcement period closed. We will start our regularly scheduled Metro Council meeting promptly at 6:30 p.m. Thank you.